On the line right now is E.J. Snyder, the legendary former military. E.J., of course, survival skills, and there's a brand new season of Discovery Channel's Dual Survivor, which starts tonight at 9 p.m. And also on is Jeff Zausch. Gentlemen, thanks for coming on the radio. Good morning. E.J., good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. What's going on? Back on the show.
Glad to have you back on. And Fred here is real excited that he's able to kind of set this up as a quasi-producer of the program. He's setting stuff up for us here. So tonight,
that's awesome.
Tell us
now,
about...
let me say, do you have Jeff Zausch on the line with us?
We do. Jeff, are you there?
I'm here. Good to be with you, fellas.
Hey, Jeff.
He's 2 hours behind, so he just woke up.
So he's doing
really early.
Jeff, you got your coffee, brother? I'm drinking mine.
Yeah, I hear you. Just waking up over here.
All right. Well, listen, EJ, tell us about Dual Survivor. It's on Discovery, and 9 p.m. tonight. Talk about it.
Yeah, Dual Survival. It's been on for a few years, but they've asked Jeff and I to come on and host this season, and we're really blessed and honored to be able to do that. And what the show's premise is they take two survivalists, normally with competing viewpoints on survival, and put them in a survival scenario, and you have to get out of it. And sometimes you find a backpack with some extra items. We go in each with a knife, and sometimes it's a vehicle, sometimes it's something else, and then we have to tear these things apart and figure out what we can do with them to help us get out of the situation. And the thing with Jeff and I is we do have some different viewpoints on survival, but you know, you've seen us on Naked Afraid XL working together, and we're pretty like-minded in most cases. And I think what people are going to get out of this one is how teamwork really rises to the occasion. It's much more fast-paced than what people are going to be used to, high energy, and I couldn't be out there with a better partner than Jeff Zausch.
Nice. And Jeff, do you guys worry at all about like Zika and any of these viruses going around?
You know, not too much. EJ and I are more concerned with the bigger things that may try to drag us away from the campfire at night.
Yeah, like animals and teeth.
I get it.
Exactly. Yeah, things with claws and teeth are sometimes our number one concern. But I mean, it's a good question because illnesses do happen on the show. I mean, EJ and I, we both went through numerous sicknesses this time around, just from the travel, but also, you know, being in a survival situation, you know, when you kill an animal, when you're ingesting it, you don't know whether that animal was sick or diseased before you happen to take it down. So, I mean, when you're in a situation like that, getting sick is part of the experience.
And EJ, the being able to, I mean, I'm assuming military training for both of you guys was part of how you're able to learn how to do all of this. Is that true? And
well, for me, it was part of it. I mean, I started doing outdoor stuff when I was a kid with my kid brother Jeff, who's deceased, and that started my launch into the Army. And when I was in the Army, I got introduced to formal survival training, where I've been training people in survival, both soldiers and civilians, for over 20 years inside and outside the military. And I've just been trying to hone my skills in extreme environments ever since. And so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. How about you, Jeff? You former military?
No, I'm not. I have no military training whatsoever. But my survival training all comes from my upbringing in the mountains of Idaho.
Okay.
So basically, I'm a mountain man, you know, the type that you see on television. I was raised in the woods with my small family and taught how to survive off the land from a very young age.
Wow.
And I've been mastering that ever since.
So tell me about what happened to you guys. Wasn't there something that happened in Turkey?
Yeah, well, we were traveling between locations. Yeah, Jeff and I found ourselves in a real-world survival situation, and that's when you have to spring into action, and you get a real test of what you can go through. And you know, for me, it was a little old hat being a military guy and being in so many situations, so I just tried to lend that calmness and my particular brand of survival and what I knew would need to take place to the team, and Jeff was right there by my side, and I'll let Jeff tell some more of it.
Yeah, I mean, EJ makes it sound so calm and like it wasn't a big deal. But no, we were stuck in Istanbul during the attempted coup last month.
Wow.
And I mean, I'm used to surviving lions and hyenas and different things. I'm not used to being in a war zone, you know.
Yeah.
And this, I mean, there were bombs going off outside the airport. There were people running and screaming. I mean, it was really crazy. And EJ, he did keep his cool, man. I mean, when everybody else was panicking, this guy, he was the calm amid the storm. And but I mean, we did what we had to do. We stockpiled food and water. We took people into our safe location that we had obtained, and we really did everything, you know, we could to survive. And I mean, it was supposed to be a layover, and it turned out to be a survival situation, one we didn't ask for. Yeah. So.
I tell you guys, it was textbook how we acted, and it's when you're in you never know when a survival situation is going to spring up. What the dangers will be with it, and it can happen at any time and with anybody. Because, like Jeff said, we had a multitude of people flooding into our hallways, and they were panicked. And Jeff and I went out there and tried to calm them, take care of them, and then after everything looked settled, I took a nap.
Well, and I got to tell you, it turned out better than it could have turned out. I mean, the whole coup situation. So. I mean, who knows what would have happened if it had been completely successful. Andrew, by the way, we're on with E.J. Snyder and also Jeff Zausch. These guys are on Dual Survivor tonight on Discovery Channel, and you might remember them from Naked and Afraid, all of that, and a number of other shows for E.J. Andrew, your question, go ahead.
So, being Americans stuck in this situation, how did most of the people respond? You say people were kind of going to you to help them kind of get out of this, or, you know, survive. What was it? What was the general reaction? And were there a lot of other Americans there during this time?
It was Americans. It was foreigners. You know, people. When people look at you in that kind of a situation, you have to be a leader. You have to give a calm presence. They have to look at you to understand that you're in control of the situation, or at least your own facets. Mm-hmm. And people look for leadership in times like that. They look for calmness. Some beacon of light and hope in a chaotic situation. And so, you know, we had some language barriers, but when you hand somebody a bottle of water and you touch them on the shoulder, that makes things a little better for them. And I saw that happen out there. And you know, Discovery and our production company tried day and night to get us out of there. There was State Department having their own issues. And, you know, I had an ace in the hole with some old special ops buddies that happened to be in country. That if we needed it, I would call them, and I think we'd have been okay.
Hula Hoop, you have any questions?
There's
what you saw, Jeff?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's about right.
Leadership in a situation like that means everything.
Hello?
He's there. Can you still hear us?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, we know you're here.
Okay.
Go ahead with your question.
There's on social media, there's a picture.
I think we lost Jeff.
No, we lost David. Hold on.
We lost David. Now we've lost them all.
Who's David?
Or no,
Jeff,
EJ.
EJ.
Yeah.
David makes the cookies. Go ahead. Go ahead, Hulu. Ask your question. I'll answer it.
I just wanted to know what there's a photo they posted on their social media account of them flooding a bathtub with water. I guess their idea was to stockpile it. My question is, like they say, you have to like boil water that you don't know the source.
Okay.
Is there anything different that they had to do the same thing for that tub of water?
Did you get any of that? Is that EJ that's on the line now?
I'm back. I don't know how much you caught of my last statement.
I did. We somehow lost you. I don't know what happened. So.
Okay. Yeah, I heard something about a tub of water. You know, in a survival situation, like you're stuck abroad, and it's triggered a thought for me. So I'm working on a piece about survival when you travel, as well as what happened in the Turkish coup. I'm getting ready to do 2 articles, but fill your bathtub. If a hurricane's coming, something like that, you don't know when the water's going to be, what's going to be happening.
Fill your
hopefully
bathtub.
You clean your bathtub regularly. You know, Jeff and I might have took a chance because we don't know who bathed in there last. I think it was Jeff, maybe. So we might have took a chance. Maybe it was me. But you fill the water up. And when you have no other water, sometimes you just have to drink it. Otherwise, you may dehydrate, and then you'll put yourself.
That's interesting. I never thought about that. Fill up the bathtub. All right, listen. Last question. I'm going to give you a scenario, EJ. Okay. So this is a survivalist scenario. So you're out there in the wilderness, and you're trying to survive, and there's two people left. I'd like you to tell me which one's going to survive. One has this really funky hair, seems to say whatever he thinks. Now he's backtracking a little bit, and everything's going to be beautiful. He's going to build a wall to prevent the Mexicans from coming in. And the other one cannot stay off her email, and she's emailing everybody, and she's giving out secrets, and she tends to like to lie. Which one survives in a survivalist situation? What do you think?
I was just going to have to say that me personally, I can never trust someone to be my partner that would be a liar with no honor. And so I would just have to opt for the other one and hope for the best because, you cannot be in a survival situation.
Yeah.
You have to trust your partner. They have to have your back. And if you have one that's a known liar and a criminal who will probably steal your food behind your back while you're trying to survive, and is not going to tell you the truth about did they pull security last night while you were sleeping,
right,
so you could get a good night's sleep and a lion didn't eat your face off, and that's why I got Jeff Zausch.
Okay. All right. There you go. Well, I think you've answered the question. So, all right. Listen, Dual Survival, it's on tonight, and it's on Discovery, and you look for these guys, and it's a great show. And, EJ, we love having you on, and believe me, if we were ever in a terrible situation, you'd be the guy we'd want to have you be with because we feel like we'd have a better chance of surviving, no doubt.
Hey, either me or Jeff Zausch, and you've got Jeff Zausch's number now, and
cool.
Let me tell you, that's my brother, man, and he's a great survivalist. He's a great man, and I couldn't be more blessed to be with a better guy.
He survived. It's his cell phone that did not, just for the record there. So,
okay.
All right, EJ, good stuff. Thanks, man. We appreciate it.
All right.
Okay. All right, that show is on tonight on Discovery, 9 p.m. Hula Hoop, thanks for that. And got a break.